Right. Go. What I really didn't want to say, except we just got onto this Hercules that's going to fly us to the Antarctic, and it's the most exciting thing that's happened in about 4 or 5 days. We were going to take off on the 11th of November. It's now the 14th of November, so we're going to go around Venice without very much to do for about 4 days. But now, finally, it looks as if the winds have calmed, and we can take off from Venice and hopefully in about 7 hours land on the blue ice in the Antarctic on Patrick Hill. The most amazing thing is this plane. I've never been anything like it before in my life. The seats are just rigged up for us, and there's cargo at the back of the plane, but it's huge. You can just walk around as if you're in a barn or something. Great atmosphere.
Is that your place? This place?
This is our place.
Please do your safety belts up for takeoff and landing. You'll hear a bell. If the bell rings, it's either do it up or undo it. On the side, you've got oxygen. Were we to have an emergency decompression, a crew member would come back and assist you. There are 2 masks on most bottles, and it's only to get down to about 12,000 feet where we can breathe normally. That's only for an emergency. The ladder we spoke to you about at your briefing is at the back, which you can't really see. The side escape hatch is that one there. It's got a 2 written on it. That's the side escape hatch. I'm going to be a nuisance, please, and ask everybody to pull up from the front just for takeoff, please, and landing. Once we're airborne and you hear the belt, undo your safety belt, then you can just sit where you like. But if you just please occupy the front row for takeoff, please. But as I say, after that, it's not a problem. Other than that, we should say flight, we'll be safe. And after takeoff, we'll come, Holly and the crew members will come and assist you with whatever you like. And please, if I may remind you, just one at a time on the flight deck, please. Thank you.
Holly, how do you thread the string, Julia?
it's like 4:45 in the morning. It took us just 6 hours to fly from Punta Arenas. We landed here about half an hour ago. On the blue ice on a natural runway. Very, very smooth landing, except when we actually touched the ground because it's dappled or wobbled, this ice. It was thrown all over the airplane, but that was alright. We're not going to see that sunset now for a week or however long we're going to be in the Antarctic. This whole place is just bigger than you can imagine. Very beautiful.
Right? Is that what it means?
First cross Antarctic. Unsolicited expedition. Deepest expedition.
Bringing your cameras in.
Bring.
A few scrambled eggs.
I should hang it up over the heater. As quick as
I
you
could
can.
take about half that.
That coming? Yeah, they're coming. Huh? You got to come. Yeah, both. Both of them. All right. All set? Huh? Heart is beating? Yeah, heart's still working. I don't know about the brain. You like flying? Oh, I love flying. All right. No problem.
last leg of our journey was on a twin otter. We arrived at Patriot Hills in the Hercules. It didn't matter what time of day. It happened to be about 5 o'clock in the morning, I think, but it's light all the time. We put our heads down to rest for a couple of hours, and then about 9:30 we set off again in the twin otter, and we've just been flying for about an hour. Landing here now at the base camp of Vinson, we're at about 7,500 feet, and behind us, to the left of a hanging glacier you can see, is the summit of Vinson, and that's what we're going to be aiming to climb in the next few days.
It's funny that the white gas stayed out all over.
No, but it's over the peak.
Oh, so the accommodation. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Pics.
So there's not much rise between here and Camp 1.
I should have dropped you guys.
Okay.
Well, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Finally, we got skis on our feet after about 3 weeks of waiting. We're here on the virgin snow, about to set out from our base camp here to Camp 1, which I'm told can take anything between 1.5 hours and 8 hours, depending on the weather and how fit we are. So let's see how we go.
Okay.
Right?
Thought I'd stop for a bit of dinner, old chap.
Right.
Or as you say, lunch.
Shaking hell. It's hot.
Keep going, Bex. Okay.
Well, we're on day 2 of our climb on the mountain today. We spent last night at Camp 1 at about 7,500 feet. We didn't set off until about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Now, the reason for that isn't because we're lazy, which is part of it, of course, but because the sun didn't actually hit us until midday. And the difference between the sun hitting you and not is just astronomical. When you're in the shadow, all you want to do is curl up in your sleeping bag and keep as warm as possible. It's too cold even to think about writing a diary or to read a book. So as soon as the sun hit our tent, we were up. We brewed lots of drinks, and now we're heading towards Camp 2 at about 9,000 feet along the Branscombe Glacier that we're on at the moment. Now the idea is to go in as straight a path as possible across the ice, but there are a couple of obstacles in our way, like a few crevasses here that are hidden under the snow, which is sometimes difficult to see. Hence Dave and I are roped up in case one of us falls down a crevasse, God help us. And the other is that the surface is far from smooth, it's quite rough. Now that wouldn't be a problem if we're just on skis as we are, but we're dragging sleds behind us, and they seem to be a bit temperamental and will topple one side or the other if they get caught in a groove. So we're taking a straight path on the smoothest snow that we can find. It's a short day today, just about 3 hours. We're going along the glacier, as I said, and just around the corner, and then we're going to establish a camp just below the ice fall, which we're going to go through tomorrow. So let's go.
Whoa!
Alright?
Okay, when you're ready.
Right. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Well, we're on our 3rd day of the climb today. The average temperature is about minus 35, and there's a little bit of wind today for the first time, hence the balaclava. It really is very chilly indeed. We abandoned our skis last night at Camp 2. The ground's getting a little bit steeper, and we're heading up to cross the, or to climb up the ice fall today to Camp 3. In fact, we're just carrying a load, some food and some fuel, so if we do get caught in bad weather, we'll have about 6 or 7 days supply so that we can just sit it out. But cross fingers, that's not going to happen, so this is just a contingency plan really. We'll come down again to Camp 2 this afternoon and then set up hopefully for the final time tomorrow, and then to the summit the next day.
Can we go?
I fall off.
Go.
Well, my person thinks it's a bit cruel. David put the video camera on me, and I've just woken up in the morning. And it always is. When you wake up, you're sleepy, all frost all over the tent. And today is worse still because there's been a wind. I've got to stick my head out there sometimes. And anyway, it's not too snowing, but the wind on top of the balls might be a problem. But to Camp 3. We're going to be stuck on this mountain for weeks, sitting out badly. Well, if you like,
Okay, no, hang on. Right now, go.
well, if you like this one, out across Antarctica to Pyramid Mountain and then beyond just to fields of ice with little islands sticking out as if they're in the middle of the sea is really what mountaineering is all about. It's just a gorgeous day, and a view like this is unparalleled. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. It's beautiful. We've had a couple of days sitting in a tent, hardly daring to stick our nose out because the wind was blowing so strong, and there was spindrift all over the place, and it was just horrible. We just had to sit there, read books, tell stories, tie knots, practice tie knots, whatever to pass the time of day. But that's over now, and with luck, Alejo, who's spent 10 seasons here in the Antarctic, says that a couple of days like that, usually you're rewarded with 3 or 4 days of good weather, and that's all we need to get to the top. We're going back up to Camp 3. Camp 2, I beg your pardon. We've already been there once, just to dump a load of food and fuel, and now we're going up there to stay tonight, and then we're going to set off very, very early tomorrow morning, probably about 4 o'clock in the morning, and we expect it to be about a 12-hour day, something like that, to the summit and down again. And if we're feeling fit, then we'll go all the way down the mountain back to base camp. Oh, my mouth is actually quite cold recording that.
A sniffle. Let's get these guys going up there. Okay.
Amazing this plastic.
Yeah, I've gotten some very unique pictures with that camera.
Are you making money out of it? Are you selling them?
No, but I'm selling to some pretty unique people. I got them hanging in Washington and a number of places.
So you are selling them?
Yeah, but I haven't made money. You know, it took a lot to recoup that. But I have a 360 from the Sumner McKinley that one of the senators from Alaska bought, and a few other things. You know, stuff from the South Pole, National Science Foundation has purchased.
I was wondering whether, did I ask you this before, whether National Geographic had done anything on the 7 summits? Oh, thanks to our famous Antarctic explorer, Arctic explorer, Everest climber, Nanga Parbat climber and everything else, and dear friend Roger Meir, we got good food here today. It seems to be having strange effects. Help! Get down! Save yourself!
Not shrub food.
Not shrub food, real food.
Got all the camera still.
It'd be more effective if it was wobbling about.
So thank you, Roger,
Well, of course, thank you, Roger.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you, Roger.
for leaving all
Very
this
good
food at
salami,
Camp 3.
Actually, in fact,
And for the pecan nuts. Pecan nuts? Brazil nuts?
I'm here warming up for tomorrow. Roger. Then I will communicate with the outside world. World, speak to me.
So is that it from Camp 3?
We can do another bit when we're eating supper.
Yeah.
When I get very mad, I get very mad with my son.
There is only the cameraman sane.
You have 2 boys?
One boy and a girl. Benjamin and Josephine. The best. Benjamin's Banzai skier. Speed kilometers.
Speed skier.
Like to ski, you know. He's 7 years old and speaks fairly good English.
I got a crunchy bit.
Huh?
I got a crunchy
Good
bit.
trick.
What's that?
Rebecca. Good trick.
Yeah. Well, Mother is
How about they give you a goog sticks?
chopsticks.
Goog sticks.
Can't say things like that, we're on camera. I think that's enough.
Oh, eat more. Oh, don't worry. The weather is just unbelievably unpredictable here. We were eating supper just 10 minutes ago in the sunshine, sitting, having a good time, and then the cloud came over, and I just had to get into my sleeping bag and put on all the clothes that I've got with me, which I've now got on immediately because the heat from my body just drained away. It's just very strange. But there's no wind. What's the time now? Time is 7:45, and we're going to get some sleep and get up at about 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, aiming to set up at about 5 o'clock. Now the only thing that's going to stop us going is high winds. I'd quite like it to clear so we get a good view as well, but that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is it just keeps quiet, so I hope that's going to happen. Get 8 hours kip and then up in the morning.
Brilliant.
Right. 6:45 in the morning. 4 o'clock. Just to prepare, lots of drinks before we... And looks like the weather's on our side. But it's quite calm now. Had to do anything like this, just putting your crampons on with a... For a couple of minutes before your fingers... Just to warm up. My fingers are working now. Okay, let me just...
For some reason it stopped going. Right. No, from just you go.
Again.
What was that, Stevens? That'll be on Skype. Come on, get up. Go.
Sorry.
I swore. Sorry about that, people. Just go for it.
To be honest, I'm quite frightened of shooting down that hill.
Why? Where are you going to go?
Well, I'm not going to go anywhere, but I just find it with the rucksack and this and you behind me ropes, it's all a bit...
Okay, unrope then. I'm Vinson Base Camp, and we're on our way down on skis, and it's gorgeous.
This is the way to get home.
It's about 7,000 feet. I'll start that now. This is about 7,000 feet in Antarctica in the Ellsworth Mountains, Vinson Base Camp. We've been and climbed the mountain now, and this is just a little video to show everybody what it was like here and the crazy kind of people that kick around, and also the members of the 300 degree club. It's got to be mad. And there's a mountain. Bit of dodgy zooming in here. No, not you. It's right Aaron on the mountain. There's the summit of Vinson. It's 16,069 feet, is it?
67 or 69.
Which we did yesterday. Oh, yesterday being a day less that. And here's the other crazy person. There's something about Antarctica. All we need now is Alejo rolling in the snow barking.
I'm sure you could get him to do it.
Life at base camp, Vinson.
Huh?
Hello, Dave. Say hello. And this is supposed to be the next man that's going to cross the...
Jesus! And here we are at Vinson Base Camp at 7,000 feet, and it's a glorious day. We've had several days of horrible weather, and we're still waiting for the twin otters. They're coming from the penguins. Well, once they shoot those fucking penguins, we'll be able to get out of this place and go and get some pisca sour. Good night, all.
It's about 7,000 feet. I'll start that now. This is about 7,000 feet in Antarctica in the Ellsworth Mountains, Vinson Base Camp. We've been and climbed the mountain now, and this is just a little video to show everybody what it was like here and the crazy kind of people that kick around, and also the members of the 300 degree club. It's got to be mad. And there's the mountain. Bit of dodgy zooming in here. No, not you. It's right, Aaron, on the mountain. There's the summit of Vinson. At 16,069 feet, is it?
67 or 69.
Which we did yesterday. Oh, yesterday being a day less that. And here's the other crazy person. There's something about Antarctica. All we need now is Alejo rolling in the snow barking.
I'm sure you could get him to do it.
Life at base camp, Vinson.
Huh?
Hello, Dave. Say hello. And this is supposed to be the next man that's going to cross the...
Jesus! And here we are at Vinson Base Camp at 7,000 feet, and it's a glorious day. We've had several days of horrible weather, and we're still waiting for the twin otters. They're coming from the penguins. Well, once they shoot those fucking penguins, we'll be able to get out of this place and go and get some pisca sour. Good night, all.
Life at base camp, Vinson.
Huh?
Hello, Dave. Say hello. And this is supposed to be the next man that's going to cross the...
Jesus! And here we are at Vinson Base Camp at 7,000 feet, and it's a glorious day. We've had several days of horrible weather, and we're still waiting for the twin otters. They're coming from the penguins. Well, once they shoot those fucking penguins, we'll be able to get out of this place and go and get some pisca sour. Good night, all.
And there's poor little Roger who's got to stay.
Poor little Cinder's got to stay home in the scullery.
You could say something for your wife actually, and I could send her the tape.
Can you really? Oh, my wonderful, beautiful Gazala. How much I love her. You're going to send me the tape? Hi!
Do you want me to?
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Well, give her a message and I'll close my ears.
No. She knows I love her lots and I can't wait to get home.
I must admit, he was very depressed yesterday.
Was I?
Well, he sounded on the radio.
Oh, well, I found out I wasn't flying out.
Yeah.
Oh, was it terrible?
Well.
Oh, well. It's only 10 days.
Only 10 days.
And it's a nice place to be. See you soon. Thinking of you lots. Be home for Christmas. Here. Thank you. Look.
And this is a disappearing Aleo.
That dog thinks he's human.
A little wander over here.
So that dog thinks he's human.
How did my boot get over there? He's off again. I've got nothing left to say.
It's alright. I'll do that thing with Aleo in a minute. You've got to do that.
Yeah, I've got to
Just tell them. We're patient, but we're getting unpatient.
Yeah. And this is Aaron, his first trip up the mountain.
Yes, it was
The new guide.
Yeah, you want me to say something brilliant?
Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
a dip on his...
Yeah, I don't have
Hey, this
anything
is
to
for my
say
mum.
brilliant.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, he's
Sorry,
got.
Mum.
Hang on,
Yes,
let's just have a quick look up and down. Yeah, he's got his clothes on this time.
Yeah, I was the silly bastard taking the shower, or the bath. Felt good, I don't care what anybody says.
And you don't smell any. In fact, you smell quite clean from this
I sure
range.
should.
Mrs. Holton, you need a medal to put up with your son.
Don't give it the big one. So, what do you think of the mountain then?
Ah, it's great. It's like a mini Denali. You know, safe.
Much nicer than Denali.
Huh?
100 times nicer than Denali.
Well, I think Denali is a wonderful mountain.
This is just
Well, it's only
outstanding
because there's no
photography.
people on it.
No, it's not that view from the summit. It's just gorgeous.
And it wasn't.
Oh,
Denali.
and it wasn't from Denali?
Not in the same way.
Well, certainly.
Well, it's a different mountain.
Well, of course, but I mean, the view from the top of Denali was beautiful, as it is from most mountains. But this one was special. That
Oh, yeah.
top plateau and the peaks coming out. It was just
Well, it's like
wonderful.
comparing apples and oranges, for Christ's sake. I'm talking about the climb.
Mini Denali.
I'm talking about the climb itself.
Mini Denali puts it down.
Puts this down?
Yeah.
It's not Denali.
No, it's not.
It is its own mountain.
This is McKinley people are talking about here. The new. Everybody's gone back to calling it Denali now.
Yeah, that's right. The proper name, the Indian name. Yeah. So,
So, how long are you going to be here for now?
well, let's see. I'll be going back up here in a couple days. Then I'll come down and I should have a rest here at base camp. I should be here until Christmas. Then I'll go to Patriot Hills for a while. And then I should come back here for the last month, January. End of January. 3 weeks.
Are you hoping to get to the South Pole and so?
Maybe. I've already been there for 15 months, so it's not critical.
Oh, the penguins. Was it the penguins you wanted to go and see?
I mean, I'd love to go, but actually I'd like to get to the Thiel Mountains.
Right.
There's a glacier there that's called the Aran Glacier. I'd like to have a look.
It wasn't named after you, though.
No, certainly not.
Very depressed Roger Mayer.
Depressed? Yeah. Let me out.
He's an example of someone who's been at altitude too long.
These chocolate digestive biscuits are terrible.
It's disgusting.
Cramp on.
What round do I smell?
You've not been standing in
This a brand new one. 35 millions.
How many?
30.
35 millions.
35.
This is what Chile Baby with the second shorty. Well, Don Javier, Gianni Petit, he bought.
A Harrier.
No, a second shorty. A Harrier, I don't know. Maybe way more than that. They're amazing planes, the Harriers.
Yeah. Old plane now.
Yeah, old plane now. Right now British government give a Harrier to the airplane museum in Chile.
That is pure cholesterol. Great. Don't like that, do you,
Best
Rog?
thing about the Antarctic, isn't it? Everything is
You can
bad.
eat anything.
Everything that's bad for you is good for you. And everything that's good for you is bad for you.
That's 6.
Roger, Roger. Okay, Alejo, let's see. You said, what were you saying? You said it was 30,000 Cirrus, visibility unlimited, good and good?
This is Roger, Roger.
Okay, the news is that we will not have a plane coming in tonight, and the Herc may or may not come tomorrow. We'll contact them at 6 in the morning, over.
Roger, Roger. Betty, I will sing. We will require the twin otter because we have a drum of urine to ship out, plus rubbish and all these passengers, over.
Roger, Roger. Okay, let me get Jeff, because he did want to talk to you earlier. Just stand by one.
We was on schedule at 5 o'clock, then 7:30 and nothing heard, over.
Roger, Roger. Stand by one.
No answer.
You don't get... Well, doesn't matter.
And then I will read the list.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
An apple pie.
Heavy exclamation marks
Yes,
on the
don't forget
soaps.
to order that.
Blackberry and apple pie and custard.
Alcohol. Wild turkey.
Wild turkey. Pollo salvaje.
What's that?
Wild turkey. Wild, well, just a translation in Chilean is like a wild chicken. You know?
Pollo loco?
Pollo salvaje. Salvaje, salvaje.
Pour yourself some
not
pollo
loco?
salvaje.
Huh?
Not loco?
No, loco is crazy.
No.
Pollo, could be, but well, pollo salvaje. We went to
Savaki is wild.
salvaje is wild. Yeah. Salvaje. Roger, Roger. Just today I heard Rodra trying to contact JC's plane. Do you know something about that, over?
Oh, Jeff isn't here right at the moment. But he's coming in right now, over. Actually, Alejo, JC was en route to Rothera. He was 3.5 hours out of Rothera at 2120 Zulu, over.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. I heard them, and I copy the weather there. Also, maybe in one of those days he will pass to Patriots. Another question: in Basel, is somebody now, over?
Roger, Roger. We've got Toby, Tony, Steve, and the Domingo and Umberto, over.
Roger, Roger. And any words about the tree, over?
About what, over?
DC-3, over?
No words yet.
Ask about the Norwegians and Japanese going to pole.
And how are the Japanese and Norwegians and Liv going to the pole, over?
Everybody is progressing well, and we've talked to the Japanese last night. Mark talked to the Japanese last night, and they're all in excellent health, over.
Yeah, good. Roger, Roger. And how are the ladies? You and the other two, over?
Oh, everybody's here. Everybody here is fine now that all the people from the Alps are back, especially Mark.
I can imagine, I can imagine. Here is a request for Tanya. They need that they prepare, please, blackberry and apple crumble custard, over?
And custard.
Custard.
Berry and apple custard?
No, no, no.
No, it's appleberry and... You go.
That is Rebecca here. What we would like, please, is some blackberry and apple crumble with custard. Thank you, over.
Okay, got it. Blackberry and apple crumble custard.
And custard.
And
And custard, with custard. She'll know that though. Thank you, over.
Okay, with custard.
Correct, Roger, Roger.
Okay, can you Can you all stand by one on this frequency? We need to contact Vassal, okay?
Roger, Roger. We'll be standing by, and then I have a list to give you. Over, over.
Roger, Roger. Okay, take your heels.
Let you know tomorrow afternoon which aeroplane it will be, over.
Roger, Roger, no problem. Have in mind that right now the weather is perfectly clear here, and May, when the C-130 will go to Patriots, the weather will be not so good. Over, over.
Right, I fully understand that, Alejo, and we will just hope that it will be all right tomorrow, and we will make a decision as soon as we get some word from Punta Arenas. Over.
Roger, Roger. Jeff, I have a list, a request of some items we will need urgent here for the camp, food-wise. Do I will give this afterwards to Betty, over?
Yes, you may do that. You can go ahead now if you like, over.
Okay, also we will
What
need
was the
cheese,
outcome of that?
salami,
Give us an answer tomorrow afternoon.
black trash bags.
There's no
for
planes
rubbish,
available then, no?
Well, they're not giving a
Cookies.
reason. There is a plane. There's
How on
not
that so far, over?
But maybe the pilots.
Okay, copy,
Maybe
copy.
there's problems with the plane, or it needs servicing, or the
need-
pilot needs sleep or something.
Paper towels, toilet paper, laundry soap,
As long as you don't miss that
laundry
herc, eh?
soap for washing the some
As long as you
laundry
don't
for
miss the herc.
camp manager,
Be nice to know
and
the
dish
picture.
soap.
You've already passed this to us, Alejo, and I think everything is together already, over.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. I have here in the kitchen with everybody. They are wondering why an aircraft cannot then pick him up today. Over, over.
As I said before, as I told you just now, we are waiting for the Cessna to be checked out. The Cessna first has to be checked out to bring the 3 passengers back, and the Twin Otter will be underloaded if it comes out to pick you up. And one aircraft or the other, if the Cessna isn't checked out tomorrow, then the Twin Otter will come. Over.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. I fully understood it, but it's good that everybody here listening and understood it fully also. Over.
Yeah, okay, that's the score at the moment, Alejo. And I'm sure you'll be just as comfortable there. I'll put you on mouse duty if you come here, so you better stay where you are. Over.
Roger, Roger. And is for a chance there the doctor. Over.
Expensive to operate, and you want to try to save money.
He's not going to get to use the class.
But I doubt that they will check out the Cessna. And when they will check out the Cessna, the guy will be really very meticulous to look all the...
It seems to be chancing up to me a little bit, I must admit. My particular is you've got stuff to carry out in the Twin Otter, but...
I'm not sure also. And also I know when we start stashing rubbish here, you know, and
Yeah.
even from the last year we have shits here, you know, and it's the best is having as clean as possible this site, you know. Also.
Yeah, but they know they've got a lot of people coming in on next herc,
Yeah.
so
So there will be
empty otters going
Yeah.
in, so they know that. Damn it. It's not going to work.
Right, noodles.
Noodles.
This is base camp again. That's that gorgeous day yesterday. The storm's come in, and as you can see, it's blowing a hoolie. Only it's blowing a hoolie, it's about -25, which is pretty cold. You see the pressure ridge that's built up down from the tent. Shows the aerodynamics, which is a bit boring, which is quite interesting. Probably can't see it because of the contrast in the snow. Oh, the mountain's up there somewhere. Oh. Hey? Say again? Right. Chocolate's on. It's like a scene out of The Thing. This is definitely like a scene out of The Thing. Still pretty wild. We should be home now. But we're still stuck here. We don't know when we're going to get a flight out. We just heard today that the Twin Otters are actually killing all 4 people. Well, the news hasn't gone back to the UK. Flying out of British base called Rotherham, a bit overloaded and couldn't get altitude and crashed into an iceberg. There's no icebergs just around here, but you can see our runway is down here. And it's pretty snowed up. You can just see the flag marks down the plane down there. But I don't think he's going to come in this visibility. You just can't see any contrast in the snow at all. It's just white out conditions. And this was the poo pit. As you can see, it's all filled in again now, so I'll have to dig that out tomorrow. And there's our tents, as you see. Well, the wind swept. The temperature's gone up, as it will do because of the depression that's come in. So we'll try and get to the thermometer before. It's about minus 12 at the moment. That'll drop down to about minus 25 again tonight. So you see, it's a pretty wild place to be, especially when you're on a little plane to take you home. That ain't going to happen today, hopefully tomorrow.
More tuna. Thank you.
This is what you should have a kidney.
Patriot Hills. Vinson, do you copy? Over. Patriot Hills. Vinson, how do you copy? Over.
Come on, Debbie. committed to land here, isn't he?
Here comes our plane. Eventually the light's very flat. You can see the plastic bags out along the other side of the runway. We're standing in a line so you can see the contrast. Three, go.
Well, I can't tell you how happy all of us are to see the twin otter sitting here behind us. We waited for 3 days in that little tent over there. We missed one day of good weather when we thought we might be to fly out, but we couldn't in the end, and then everything just closed in. And we called the plane earlier, but it takes about an hour to get from Patriot Hills, and in the interim the cloud came in again, and as you can see now the light is unbelievably flat. So we weren't just pleased to see the plane to get out, but pleased to see the plane safely on the ground, because the contrast was extremely flat. We got dustbin bags laid out to give the pilot some idea where the runway is, and we stood out with our arms out to give him again some more perspective, more idea. But he made a beautiful landing, and here he is. We just got to pack our bags, so we can see Roger doing here on the sled. Brian's the pilot. The doctor came along. He said for the ride. I'm a bit concerned he came along in case we had a crash land somewhere. We needed someone to look after us. But anyhow, all we have to do now is take off, fly 45 minutes to Patriot Hills, and sit there and maybe wait again, because the winds had to be just so for the Hercules to land from Punta Arenas. Can't have winds over about 20 knots, and that doesn't happen every day. But with luck, maybe 1 day, 2 days, and we'll be back to Punta Arenas and then on a plane straight back to London, and the whole expedition will be over.
They won't let him. No, Dan's gonna come.
All the way from Vinson to here, and I was listening to the radio. The pilot was giving his opinion on whether or not, excuse me, I'm so cold, my mouth won't work that I can't talk, giving his opinion on whether the Herc should come in tonight from Punta Arenas, and his opinion was yes. So the decision was that it's going to fly, it's going to leave in an hour or so, and be here at about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Let's go get some coffee.
Oh, coffee! We're going to have a pisca sour, for Christ's sake! Come on!
Let's go.
Right, we have to get this stuff out. Leave it here.
Just go in and get a coffee and just chuck it out.
Wait, Rebecca, which one is yours?
All of them. Okay, when you're ready.
Hello, my name is Alejo Contreras. I am a mountain guide here, Antarctic guide specifically. I've been here 10 years, this is my 10th season, and I am the dog. I will invite you to see my little kennel now. little kennel of the dog. The dog is the dog likes to read, and we have a wooden oven. Pass mal auf mit dem Glas. We have a wooden oven and some stove. Big hole down there for the CO2 going down, and when I light the stove I have a candle. I have designed like a solar heater, but I haven't finished it with the Thermomax glass tubes that I have down the snow hole. And this house I built it the last year and survived a winter, and also has already a winter here, and this will be second winter. We will see if the next year will still up.
Great.
Bye.
As you can see from that demonstration, this is blue ice, one of the first blue ice runways found in Antarctica, and it's caused by these mountains behind me, where the wind comes across as a crosswind and flows and takes all the snow away, and what's left, as you can see, is beautiful solid runway, one of the only natural runways in Antarctica. You can put a Herc down on this with wheels, or you can put a Twin Otter down with skis. Quite amazing. The Americans have had quite a lot of experience of putting down aircraft with wheels, but they have to have a prepared runway, and that takes a lot of logistics, whereas here you don't need one man. Each day it's completely cleared and off you go. And as we speak today, there's a Herc coming in and it's going to be landing in about 2 hours time. There's no wind at the moment, but one of the problems is the thing that actually clears the runway causes the problem with aircraft coming in, because it gives you this crosswind. So anything above 20 miles an hour and the aircraft can't come in. And because of the flight from Punta Arenas is 6 hours, that's quite a long time for winds to build up. So it's a very tricky operation. We've been waiting here now for 5 days, and before we came in we were waiting for 5 days. So it's a catch-22. You've got a natural runway, but you can be stopped by the wind and mess about waiting for planes forever.
Brilliant.
This is David Hempelman, ITN News at 10. Patriot Hills.
Well, here we are at the end of our trip, and this is the first time I'm on camera, I think. I've climbed up the far side from Patriot Fields, which you can see right in the background over there, to film the Hercules coming in, C-130. We're waiting for 5 days, and he's just flown over above me, and he's just circling around here now for his final approach. So what I'd like to do is film it, because I've been told it's not been filmed from up here at all. We're actually going to look down on him. You can see the runway threshold halfway across the ice field. This massive sea of ice, which God knows how they put this thing down on, but they do, as you're about to see. In fact, where is he? There he is. He's coming on a fly past. There's a big fog bank out that he's not too sure about, I think. And he's going to just take a check and make sure everything's okay. Here he comes. onto that sea of ice, straight over the threshold. Come on baby, get him down. Buff. You see him hitting the banks of snow. Starugi. And I'll tell you, it's not a very smooth landing, but he put it down good. I'll turn around and taxi back, and that's my plane I'm going home on. Sea of ice. wish him good luck for the camera?
Can I do that once again?
Well, you're there.
We're in Hollywood already, right? Easily produced.
This is what it lands on, if I've not already done it. Sea of ice, unbelievable.
All right. Okay. 5 fingers. 4. 5 fingers? 4?
The pilot said they expect a rough ride, so to say the pilot expected them to say said to expect a rough ride. You can see where he's hit the snow here, look.